Hello, magical butterflies. This is Xtina from Butterfly Intuition Divine Guidance. I hope this finds you having a magical day, night, or afternoon. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you all so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, and for viewing my videos. To book a personal reading, a one-on-one session, or a Reiki session, please go to my website, butterflyintuition.com, to book a reading or a session. My readings and sessions are available through Etsy up until April 1st, 2022, and then all bookings for readings and sessions will be exclusively through my website. My full list of services, along with all of the ways you can connect with me outside of YouTube, are in the description box below. This reading is going to be for the full moon in Virgo. The full moon in Virgo is happening on March 18th, 2022 at 3:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12:20 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please look up the exact date and time if you are in a different time zone than what I mentioned or a different part of the world. The full moon energy is always about releasing, letting go, illuminating things coming up to the surface. Virgo is an earth element. It is the 6th sign of zodiac. The planet Mercury is dominant with Virgo, so sometimes the full moon in Virgo can feel like Mercury in retrograde. The chakra that is coming through for Virgo, this full moon in Virgo, is the solar plexus chakra. And the tarot card that associates with Virgo is the Hermit. So the full moon in Virgo is about you are good enough. I'm going to read the meaning of the card and then bring forth a channeled message. So take only what speaks directly to your soul, and what doesn't speak directly to your soul, release it and let it fly. It's time to be really honest with yourself and understand what's led you to ask your question. Have you been humble to the point of being self-effacing? Humility is good, but it can go too far. And drawing this card suggests you may be underrating yourself. You don't have to be flash, just quietly certain that you are good enough. At the other end of the scale, you also need to honestly answer this question: have you been too picky? The full moon in Virgo card needs some truthful answers. Once you've given them, it should be easier to see how you got where you are. Your next step should then be more obvious to you. Pay attention to the details. Hard work brings results. Attune to the moon. Find a balance between the cosmic and the mundane in your daily life. The additional meanings for this card is worrying too much will attract more things to worry about. Have you been overly critical? An apology may be in order. Stop second-guessing yourself. Raise your karma by doing something good for someone else. The teaching of this card is the full moon in Virgo is a time to declutter your life, your home, your office. It's time to sort what's good in your life from what's not serving you. It is also a time to clear out your energies via salt baths and meditations, and to practice getting more grounded by walking barefoot. No matter when you draw this card, it is a reminder that any time is a good time to start living a healthier life. So I'm immediately hearing the song Good Enough by Evanescence. So if you're not familiar with the song, give that song a listen, as that song has a special message for someone watching this video. You are good enough, but you need to be honest with yourself. You need to stop second-guessing, distrusting your intuition. And maybe you've just been overly critical of yourself, which has then led to you being critical of others. Worrying is a wasted emotion because all it brings in is what you don't want. So paying attention to your thoughts, because I do feel you've been seeing 1111 a lot, and that number reminds you that you're going through a spiritual awakening and that you need to pay attention to your thoughts, because what you're thinking, what you're putting your focus and attention on thought-wise is coming into fruition. So you want to release that overthinking negative energy in your head. And you may need to declutter your life, your home, or your office in some way. Maybe you're holding on to old things. Maybe just doing like a spring cleaning, because we do have the spring equinox coming up on the 20th, if you're in the northern hemisphere. But doing some spring cleaning, decluttering, rearranging, just shifting the energy, doing feng shui. If you're not familiar with feng shui, look it up, as that could inspire you to get on a cleaning frenzy. So this full moon in Virgo is bringing in the energy to show everyone that they are good enough. That your past does not define you. It just helped you get to where you are right now. The chakra that needs attention is the solar plexus chakra. So the solar plexus chakra is the middle chakra. It is in your belly. This is where the emotions are stored. This chakra is aligned with the saying, holding it in, bottling up inside. So you want to learn to self-trust, to trust yourself, to trust your intuition. The number is 24, which equals a 6. So see, the number 6, Virgo is the 6th element. The time has come to really trust who you are and love yourself fully. If there are parts of you that are out of alignment with your faith or your values, call them into alignment so you feel better and more integrated. Then trust your intuition and inner knowing without question, going as much as you can with the flow of your desires and passions. Cultivate your higher self as a trusted ally and seek its voice in meditation. The crystal recommended for this card is citrine. The herb is melissa. As a rule of thumb, whatever crystal calls to you to help you with the solar plexus chakra, usually it's a yellow crystal, but for me personally, I use selenite with my solar plexus chakra. That helps heal any energy that starts, because when my solar plexus is off, I start to have digestive issues, and it soothes by me laying down and putting that on my belly and just getting into a meditative state to feel what's coming up. So you just have to trust yourself, to love yourself, to just know if you feel out of alignment, just doing a solar plexus meditation or guided meditation is really going to help you. It's really going to set you free. And the Hermit card is telling you this full moon is having you go within. The Hermit represents retreat from the world into solitude, to search within oneself for deeper meaning. It is time to put projects on hold, get rid of distractions, and concentrate on introspection and meditation in order to reevaluate one's goals and current path. The Hermit is portrayed sitting alone on a mountaintop, gazing down at the world below in order to gain a greater perspective and deeper understanding of the universe. So the Hermit's telling you, with this full moon in Virgo, it is time to take a pause. It is time to go within. Meditation is what is being recommended for you. Meditation can be as long as a few minutes to an hour. It is however long you can sit in that state, and of course, what goes with your schedule. So I'm going to bring you what emotions are holding inside of you. So what emotions are you holding inside of you or onto? So what are the emotions that you are holding onto inside of you? or just holding on to in general. And for this reading, I felt guided to use all tarot decks to bring you the messages. Okay, that did not spread out like I wanted it to. Let's do this. You have the Tower. So there's some emotions that you've been holding on to that has brought in a Tower moment. Now that's normal. Tower moments help everything fall into place. This Tower moment is allowing these emotions to come up to the surface to be felt. They can be in regards to a person, a situation, some inner child work. It could also be just some type of feelings that you feel towards yourself, like negative self-talk, not thinking you're good enough. And my throat's starting to bother me. So I feel you have to get honest with yourself in order to clear this. Because this Tower moment is helping everything fall into place so you can feel these emotions. It's really helping you open your heart chakra to speak your truth, and the sun is saying that brighter days are ahead when you go through this transformation and you go through this Tower moment to allow everything to fall into place as it's supposed to. So you have the Unknown card, which I absolutely love when this card comes out. So I'm going to get you the meaning of this card and I'll channel the message. The Crystal Visions deck includes one Unknown card, which represents an answer that's not yet meant to be revealed. It can signify something from the past that one may not fully understand, or something that will happen soon. Wherever the Unknown card falls within a spread will indicate what area still needs to unfold, and that further steps need to be taken in order to clarify the bigger picture. The Unknown card can also signify the importance of one looking deeper into the issue at hand, and in order to find the answers. It can also represent the importance of moving forward with an open mind and without bias. The figure in the card beckons the current to look into her crystal ball. However, the image in the ball is cloudy and unclear. With time, patience, and introspection, the picture will soon be revealed. So what I'm getting is that nothing is set in stone for you. There are action steps that you need to take. There are healing. There is some work you have to do with this Tower moment in order for you to see the bigger picture, to gain a new perspective, to gain the clarity that you seek. And you really have to start moving forward with an open mind and without bias, and to really see things for who they are and what they are. And that is going to bring you temperance. This emotion of temperance is going to bring you into the water sign energy. That's what's coming through with this card. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So this could be significant if you are a water sign or have water somewhere in your chart that's dominant. But temperance is telling you that you can have the change that you seek. That the cup of love or the cup that you're wanting offered to you from someone else doesn't need to come from someone else. It needs to come from you. That is why these emotions are coming up to the surface, for you to be clear with yourself that you are good enough, that you fill up your own cup of love, that everything you need is within you. So what can you do to bring them to the surface? So you have these emotions that are coming up, but in order for them to go away, you have to bring them up to the surface and you have to release them. You can't keep them bottled up inside, because that is going to continue to keep your solar plexus chakra out of alignment, a little imbalanced or completely closed. So what can you do to bring these emotions to the surface during this full moon in Virgo? What action steps can you take to bring these emotions to the surface. The Two of Wands shows me it's time to make a choice. You have been stuck at a crossroads for some time. You have a dream about where you need to go or where you want to go, and it is time to start this new journey. That is why these emotions are coming up. This is old energy that needs to be released, because in order for the new to come in, the old must be let go, because that is going to balance these emotions. So for you to bring them to the surface, you have to balance your energy and you have to ground yourself. And you have to get confident and take leadership, ownership of yourself, your life, decisions you've made in the past. And when I said that, my timer was on 15:55. So 5s are about change. Because these emotions that have been bottled up inside you have kept you in this Two of Swords, indecisive energy, not seeing things for what they are, not seeing people for who they are. It's time to take the blindfold off, to put the sword down, and to be balanced. So the High Priestess shows me that these emotions can be brought to the surface by listening to your intuition. That's what the High Priestess represents. She represents getting connected to your higher self, to your spirit team, to do meditation, to ask yourself, what can I do to bring this energy forward? And it will help you bring in the Knight of Swords, which is decisive action and making necessary decisions. So how can you release these emotions so you can get into this Knight of Swords energy? So what can you do to process them for release? So what action steps, what divination practice, like meditation, affirmations, Reiki healing, just anything that wants to come through that can bring you the guidance on how to process them for release. So how can you feel them? Because in order for these emotions to leave, you do have to get vulnerable. You do have to allow your heart space, your heart chakra to open. So the first thing you need to do is to know that it's going to take some time. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the tarot deck. And it's going to be a long journey, but it's going to be very rewarding. The second thing to do is to get into the Hanged Man energy, to just take a pause, take a break, go within, ask yourself, what do I need to know? What do I need to do to gain a new perspective? And that new perspective is going to show you the Sun energy on how you can release these emotions and start moving forward on your journey and get your Wheel of Fortune moving forward. So the Five of Cups shows me that you have a lot of inner conflict. I feel that you focus a lot on the past and you focus on the what ifs, what was, what could have been. Even hearing the song Could Have Been by Tiffany. Could have been so beautiful, could have been so right, could have been my lover. So if you have deep regret over a love connection that didn't work out, you're focusing on the 3 cups that are spilled over behind her, but you're not focusing on the 2 cups that are still standing, that has your new beginning and a new love connection that wants to come in. And if it's not love, it could be a job, it could be just moving, it could just be anything. So it's time to face your shadow side. It's time to go within, to feel these emotions, to do meditations. If it's inner child, do inner child meditations, do chakra balancing meditations, get Reiki healing. If it's just where you need to just listen to like affirmations, repeating positive sayings, shifting the positive thoughts into your everyday existence, just listen to what your intuition is telling you and you will be guided. But the thing is, everyone talks about the light, but we all have a dark side. We all have a shadow side. And the shadow side is where we go to heal. It's not pretty. It's scary. I can speak from personal experience, but it was the best thing that I did when I faced my shadow side. I learned so much about myself, the people I have been connected with that are no longer in my life, who I'm still kind of connected to now, off and on, and the ones who are in my life permanently at this time. So connecting to your shadow side is going to bring you that release and is going to bring you that new beginning. So I'm going to get you some guidance. I felt guided to pull 3 decks for guidance. So we'll start with the first deck. And for this guidance section, I chose 3 tarot decks that have messages on them, not just the name of the card in the picture, but just have channeled words, channeled messages to help bring the guidance. So what is the guidance advice for the viewer on letting go, releasing what no longer serves them during this full moon in Virgo? We have the 6 of Cups. Reminisce, childhood, reconcile. So connect to your inner child to reminisce about things of the past. It is also going to lead you down the road to reminisce about a lost love, and that there is a possibility of reconciliation, or that's something you desire. But you have to release the fear. You have to get out of this 8 of Swords energy of confusion, powerlessness, feeling bound in fear. The 8 of Swords represents being able to unbound yourself anytime that you choose. So just know any missed opportunity that you had in love was supposed to happen. It was meant to happen to help you heal, to show you things, and to help you get through this Tower moment energy you are experiencing. For Divine Feminine, you are being guided to get into the Queen of Pentacles energy, to be nurturing, social, and big-hearted. And Divine Masculines are being guided to be in the King of Pentacles energy. So see how masculine and feminine are mirroring each other? They're being guided to get into the Pentacles energy, abundant, disciplined, stable. Pentacles is earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So both Divine Masculine and both Divine Feminine are being guided to get grounded, to get stable, to get connected to the earth, maybe even work on the root chakra when the solar plexus is done, and to really connect with spirit totems, watching for signs and synchronicities. And let's get into the second guidance deck. I already had a card fly out, so we will start with that card. So we have the Chariot, motion. Chariot is Cancer energy, so if you're Cancer or just a water sign, this could be a special message for you. But it could just mean that you really just need to get into your emotions, because that's what water signs are, emotional, very sensitive, connecting to your emotions. Because the Page of Cups shows me, if you do that, you will get into this inventiveness where you're going to be able to see the bigger picture. You're going to release the anxiety that you feel now, and you will feel more balanced. And you will get into the Knight of Swords energy that came through in the beginning of the reading, to make that decision to have idealism and to detach from the past once and for all and become the Queen of Cups, listening to the intuition, because the Queen of Cups is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Really feeling this is significant for Cancer. A lot of Cancer energy is coming through, even Libra. Listening to your intuition is going to bring in the King of Cups. So see, we've had Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and now we have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So what Spirit is telling you is that if this is in regards to love, you are going to mirror your divine love counterpart, whether the two of you know each other or you do not. And you two are going to come in with the same energy. So let's close out the guidance section with just closing guidance and advice from Spirit on just what you need to know overall when it comes to the full moon in Virgo. So let's get full moon in Virgo guidance for the collective. So we have the Two of Swords. So the way you can end this Two of Swords stalemate and indecision is to get into the energy of the Seven of Cups, to really get into the fantasy and temptation to see how you want your life to go. That will help end the inner conflict that you feel and bring the end of this tough cycle that this Tower moment is bringing you, so you could have a cycle completion and you can make a wish for your new beginning, because that's what the World card is. It's about a solid new beginning and a solid offer from the universe. So I'm going to close out this reading with what shifts will the full moon in Virgo bring to you. So what shifts will the full moon in Virgo bring to you? So let's see what shifts will be coming to you during this full moon in Virgo. I'm getting a song, but that's a personal song for me, so I'm not going to share. And we have the end of the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is going to come out of that inner conflict battle. She's going to transform into a more balanced queen. And the Knight of Swords, which is coming through for the third time in this reading, decisive action is going to be made. And this decisive action is going to bring in a big change, and I feel you are not going to want to share this with a lot of people. You're going to keep it to yourself, especially if this is a love counterpart coming into your life or returning. You're going to want to keep that to yourself. The Page of Cups shows me that a very sweet message is coming for some of you. This is from someone from the past who wants to mend the fence. This person has evolved, and I'm hearing he, but it could be a she. He is more divine masculine energy, wants to mend the fences and work on this connection. And it's confirmed by the Knight of Cups. So this person is returning, and they're bringing you a love offer. For others, the Three of Swords shows me the ending of heartbreak. So if you have been trying to get over a past heartbreak, I feel for someone watching this, this is someone who passed away, who you loved very much. You're going to heal your heart, and you're going to be open to finding love when you're ready. That is confirmed by the Three of Cups. You're going to have someone come into your life, and you're going to have that happy family that you dream of. And if you have kids and you're single, that person is coming in who is going to accept you and accept your children. The Chariot confirms moving forward for many of you in the collective. It is all the free will choices that you make starting now to bring in this Ten of Pentacles, this new beginning, and this grounded energy that both divine masculine and feminine are being guided to make. Know that whatever direction you go in, whoever comes in, whether it's new or old, just take things slow. Savor the taste. Savor the moment. I love it. And just know the sun will shine again. Your sunshine is coming. The sun is the brightest card in the tarot deck, and it has come through in this reading 3 times. So trust. Believe. And know that you have the power to overcome any obstacle in your way. I'm here to help you if you need it. And just know you are good enough. I do hope this reading has brought you clarity and guidance on what the full moon in Virgo energy is bringing to the collective. If you liked this reading, if it resonated, let me know. Drop a comment below. Send me an email. butterflyintuition1111@gmail.com. Smash that like button. If this reading didn't resonate, don't worry. Hopefully I will tap into your energy on my next collective reading. Or if you feel guided to, you can book a reading or a session with me. The links to book are in the description box below. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, thank you so much. Make sure your bell notification is set so you are notified when new content is posted on this channel. Have a magical full moon in Virgo, and I will talk to you soon.